Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right, so tell me, you're reading Attack of the Vampire, the Attack of the Vampire Weenies, and Other Warped and Creepy Tales. Okay, so I have not read this, but is this a collection of short stories?
It sounds like it.
It sounds like it?
It hasn't actually, because The Ghost in the Well was about a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're all different stories.
All different stories, okay. So it's not like the Tiger Rising where it's one main character all the way through. Oh, how many stories have you read so far in this text?
Wait a minute. Right here, I'm on Attack of the. I've read 4 chapters and I'm on the 5th.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna have a little conversation here. What I love, Nicholas, is that many of your classmates are reading novels, and I hadn't talked with anyone yet that was reading a collection of short stories, if that's really what this is.
I don't know. I haven't.
The title kind of has me thinking, when it says in Other Warped and Creepy Tales, that there's like a number of tales in this. But one way, you don't want to lose your spot.
I'll just
right
put
here.
one of those
Yeah,
there.
put your post. I have my finger in there too. One way that we can tell is by the blurb. Yeah, by making sure we kind of check in with the blurb, right? So it says a boy steals a ticket to an amusement park and gets the roller coaster ride of a lifetime. Literally, the first day of middle school turns into a free-for-all when the gym teacher offers the class to get out of gym free card. Sick of his sister's vampire wannabe friends, a kid decides to teach them a lesson at their next party.
That's the one I'm on right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're short stories.
Okay, because it kind of sounds like the blurb is listing. Like there's a story about the amusement park, there's a story about the middle school, there's a story about the vampire wannabe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just make sure. It says critically acclaimed author and master of the macabre, David Lubar. David, that's your author, right? David Lubar is back with 33 more warped and creepy tales. So a tale is like a story, right? Another word for a story.
Mm-hmm.
So look at how many, with 33 more.
That's a lot. I'm on the 5th.
You're on the 5th. So it's important as a reader, before you even step into the book you're reading, to understand, am I in a novel where the chapters are all connected?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I in a book that looks like a novel, but they're all separate stories? Because it's going to change.
Like a novel.
It does look like a novel, but it's going to actually change the way you think, right? Because you're going to be in this short story, and you're going to have to pay attention to this main character in Ghost in the Well, and then a different main character in the next story, and a different.
Because that's why they haven't had a main character yet. I'm like, who is the main character?
So you've been questioning this all the while. Wow.
I'm like, who is the main character? I've been trying to find that out.
You've been trying to find it out? Okay. So this has really helped. And this is just a different genre. The genre, do you talk about genres?
Mm-hmm.
The genre you're reading is short story, where many of your friends are reading chapter book novels, right? So they're reading longer stories. Still fiction, right? But it's short story fiction. So the genre is still fiction, but it's short story versus novel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Well, I'm glad I could really help you with that. So the next time you start a book, what are you going to do?
The blurb.
Look at the blurb and then think to yourself, is this a novel? Is this a collection of short stories? What is this? Like, how is this book organized? Because it'll help your thinking as you move. Okay? All right, go ahead. And you can continue reading.